Closed doors, I'm a fool for your love.
Hey everybody, it's Zach, aka Zach's Reviews. We are backing up another video, and guys, today was Tuesday, aka Flash Tuesday. Today was episode 14. Today, as we all know, today's episode was Allegra going after Esperanza, trying to pretty much get her on the good side and pretty much, trying to save her from being bad. Going into this episode, I don't know, I wasn't really interested to go into away from Flash storylines and stuff. I was like, okay, I feel like this was kind of like a filler episode. So going into this, I was like, okay, I didn't really expect much, but there was a lot of cool elements I liked in this episode. Again, as you guys know, I do not like this season at all so far. It's been a disappointment. And this episode, I feel like it was just very filler. I mean, there was some funny moments here and there a little bit. I was really happy to see Sue back because I feel like she was probably, I want to say, the best part of this episode because I want to know more about that character. And, I just felt like, in a way, she kind of stole the show in this episode. I'm really interested to know where she's been, what she's been doing. I feel like, she just brought, a cool flair to being in this episode, and I don't know. I don't also like that we're at the point now in the Flash that we're just talking down villains. You guys know that's my main problem with this season. It's like that's all we do is talk down villains. No fighting, no nothing. I love what Sue said. Sometimes people are just bad and you can't save them. And, it's kind of true. There are villains out. I mean, hell, we've come across it before in Flash. Zoom was bad. Eobard Thawne was bad. All these guys are bad. DeVoe. All these guys were unobtainably, like, you could not turn them good. You couldn't. And at the point now, we're in this point of the Flash where, like, you could do it to all these villains. They can always do a redemption arc. I don't care about that. I care about either a villain's a villain and that's it. We need to have those villains again because we're at the point now where it's just boring. I mean, there was cool fighting sequences when, we see Allegra and we see Esperanza fight in the coffee shop at Jitters. That was a cool fight when she, elbowed her and she did some Miyagi-Do crane kick. She was getting ready. She did that and then she went into back to fighting. That was kind of funny when she did that. I was hoping that we was going to see a crane kick, but I didn't. She just did she's like, what's up? And then she got back in there. I was like, okay, that's cool. A little funny that she did that and wasn't doing the crane kick, but that was a cool thing. And I was like, I enjoyed those fights. It was cool to see Allegra fight because, as we all know, we don't really see her fight. So it was cool to see that. I was really impressed with how good her fighting was. And, I was happy to see Sue because Sue always gets it down. She always knows how to bring it. And, she reminds me so much of Black Widow. A lot of people were actually saying that on Twitter, and it's kind of true. Like, she has that Black Widow vibe, and I'm a big fan of Black Widow. So, yeah, I think that's why I like Sue so much. So, I thought that was cool to see her, do her spy stuff, help out Allegra. But it's true, though, especially it made me laugh when she walks in saying, you're lucky I came there, to save you because, you would have been a goner or whatever. You're trying to save somebody that literally melts people's faces and laughs. And she's like, where's all the muscle? Where's everybody? And everybody was, Caitlin, Chester, Allegra were all telling, Sue where everybody was, saying, the Flash is off the grid with Iris, and, Frost is, somewhere else, so we're Team Flash. And she's like, oh, okay, so, we're outgunned for sure. And so that's pretty much my initial reaction is, like, when Barry's not there, I don't know, I don't know. I really love Barry's character, and it's sad because it's like he's no longer the forefront of the show, and I feel like that's why I don't like the show anymore. Is because it's called The Flash. Yeah, Cisco and Caitlin helped, but it was mainly about Barry, and I don't know. I feel like at the point now where it's just they're losing that element of why we watch this show, especially they've lost us not only that by making him almost like a side character almost, having everybody else forefront it, but it's also making it be I don't know, the way they treat Barry, I just don't like it. I don't like the way how we're getting I started to like it because we were getting more into his forensic stuff. We were doing that again. I was really impressed in the beginning of the season, but right when we got onto the Forces storyline, onto this storyline, it caught me off guard. It just got straight, in my opinion, just not good, trash. As bad as it may seem, but I really care about the show, guys. I don't want to hate on the show, but it's just not good anymore. There was a scene in here. I'm not gonna lie, I laughed. My man's Chester. I'm gonna put it up here. What happened to my man's Chester? I'm gonna do that in 3, 2, 1. So yeah, guys, you just saw that. My man's Chester flew. He said, I forget what he said, but and then he did the spin move. I was dying. I was like, my man just wanted to bring in snacks, and he got like laser beamed, and like did the spin move. My man, that was yet sad, but yet funny. I really do like Chester's character. He brings something fresh to the season, but sometimes I'm like, I hate to say it, sometimes I feel kind of annoyed. I don't know. I don't know. I did like his character when he first like showed up. I forget what season it was, but I don't know. At this point now, I'm kind of like, okay. I don't want. Hopefully, I see more of him to like warm up to him being there as much. But I don't know. I feel like I don't know how I really feel about his character that much. But I do like the character. But sometimes it's like overboard his like goofiness. And I'm like, okay, I don't know how I feel about this. So overall, it was an okay episode, especially the point where the one part I'll show you, I'm going to put up too, was when Allegra literally turned into Captain Marvel. I was like, whoa, she's Captain Marvel. I don't know if people are going to be happy about that, but she kind of was Captain Marvel right there. I don't know. In my personal opinion, I think DC, at least the show and stuff, I don't know if this is right or not, if this is how the characters are in the comic books, because again, I'm not very familiar with Flash comic books and stuff, but it seemed like they take a lot from Marvel. And I love DC and Marvel. I'm a fan of both, but I don't know, especially lately with the Flash, they've been doing that, and I don't know why, but they have, and it's just crazy to me. It's like they have such great property, but yet they like to make it sound like they're not taking stuff, but they're taking stuff. Because everybody on Twitter, like, again, I'm not just saying this to say this. We looked it up on Twitter, and because I wanted to see if everybody had the same thought I did about her Allegra looking like Captain Marvel, and that's exactly what happened. So everybody thought, oh, it's Captain Marvel. Oh, Sue, like she did. Oh, I didn't know we got Black Widow, stuff like. We acknowledge that as fans of being a Marvel fan and being a DC fan, but it comes to a point when you're taking like content a little bit, and like because we've seen it before. So I mean, when I saw her like do that moment, I'm like, okay, I've seen this before. By the way, that's the best CGI we've seen on the CW of like the Flash, right there, of like this season. Again, I think season 1, 2, and 3 at the time had the best CGI. It's a lot better than the newer CGI. I can tell you that right now. I would rather go back to the old CGI of season 1, 2, and 3 than this CGI. But I'm gonna be honest, that was the best I've seen since back in the day. That I would say that's the best, because lately it's just been really bad. But yeah, guys, that was pretty much my review on this episode. Again, you guys, as you guys know, I used to love this show. I'm just watching this show because it is a tradition me and my sister do. If I'm going to watch it, I'm going to review it. Especially because you guys, like me reviewing this. I don't want to not review it because, again, I'm hoping the show can turn it around. And I love talking to you guys about the show and see how you guys feel about episodes and the season so far. So I really want to know, down in the comments below. Again, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel, post notifications, like this video. Leave a comment down below of what you guys did and didn't like about this episode. Let me know how you guys are feeling about this season, and also let me know about how you guys are feeling about next week's episode, because that is gonna save this season. Probably is Godspeed. 100%. That one clip we just saw for next week's episode already has me like feeling like maybe the show can make a turnaround. I feel like Speedster saved this show. Let's just be honest. Season 1, 2, and 3, that's what it was. It was all speedsters, and that's why we loved it so much. And also, it's personal to Barry when there's a speedster. And I feel like that's what we're missing, because when they go out of the blue, off topic, it just starts to get trash. especially when it's not focused on him, because again, it's called The Flash. I expect to see more of him and what he's doing, but I love seeing everybody else too, but it comes to a point where, like, I feel like he just doesn't have that front and center like he did throughout all the other seasons, and it's just, or at least season 1, 2, and 3, at least, in my personal opinion, but I don't know, guys. I really want to know what you guys thought down in the comments below, but I hope everybody has a great day, a safe day. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.